So right now it is a day before the release of the new expansion, so I figured I'd just play some ladder in Highlander. I haven't really played any games, just played two control warriors, so that's why I'm above bronze 10 right now. But I plan on doing a pretty standard dragon Highlander, so we'll see how I do. I'm showing through this now because again, new YouTuber, so still trying to figure out the overlays and everything. Hopefully I'll have that ready for the expansions, but I'm not sure. But very standard Dragon Highlander Hunter, probably tier 1 deck right now before the expansion comes out. So hopefully the wait to queue in isn't that long. Just recently played in the TESPA matches, so haven't really been doing ladder as much. I was the captain of the University of Delaware team, just graduated. So we ended up finishing top 12 nationally, so that was fun. Ended up getting the 40 packs out of that, so I'll be opening them tomorrow. So first game queuing in. Most likely going to be a mirror match. If this is a face hunter, then I'm going to be in huge trouble. Honestly, this is a really good starting hand with how it is. I'm just going to keep it all. Do Sharpshooter into Transfer Student. And then because this is a Dragon Hunter, Frizz early is just huge. And then having the Braum early too is going to be big. I basically want to be prepping that turn 7, 8 damage lethal to face. So figuring out how to deal 22 damage in the next turn basically. I find the Transfer Student to be interesting, just having the different abilities. I actually haven't played the Transfer Student on this map yet, so I don't know what a dual class card is. We'll probably figure out if he's a Face Hunter or Highlander by turn 3. He could also be a Dragon Hunter. That's also a tier 1 deck right now. So easy Transfer Student. Let's see what we get. Alright, so Brave Room. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to do some research on Transfer Student just to figure it out, because he has 25 different abilities. Obviously I'm not a wild player, so I won't know what the wild ones are. Okay, Stormhammer, so yeah, he's probably Highlander, if I had to guess. Zeph I feel would be a little too early because he's big in these mirror matches, so we'll just tap and turn. Again, wanting to get down to that 8 health basically by turn 7. Fairy Dragon, interesting. So he still could be a Dragon Hunter. I'm gonna play Frizz here. Get those discounts as soon as possible, basically. I will say a weird thing for this is not having a Faceless in this deck. Only 2 5-drops. It's a little sketchy. We'll have the Rottenness Drake next turn. So he'd have to trade both of these in to clear the Frizz. He might trade them both in, actually. Wow. I think this is just a Rottenness. Easy clear, and then a 6/5 on board. He would need a Rottenness in his hand to clear it, and then if he does, I think we just Zeph. Okay, so he doesn't. So this is Highlander Hunter. So that's probably Zigzor. I think here I just do Weapon, Animal Companion. Sometimes Huffer. I got a Misha. So I'll equip the weapon here. Deal 1 face. Zigzor can't clear that. And Faceless, you'd have to sacrifice either a Battle Mage He got Huffer. The perfect card for him. Yeah, so he did have Zigzor. I'm thinking this is still a Bram here. Just punch him face. This, and we're now prepped for Fireball. Lethal next turn with tap. On Zeph. So if he doesn't heal here, we just win. So he'd need to play his Zeph. I don't think he has it. If he has Zeph, it needs direct healing because he still has the King Crush threat on board. Pretty sure this is a win. Because Zeph with 5 mana, most he'd get is the 8 healing. And that doesn't clear. Yeah, so Bram will clear. We have Zeph. That's GG. Give him the well played. And then we should see the concede the minute. You know, I'm not even. I'll just give him the Zeph. Should see the concede pop up. And that's our first win of the day. So I'll probably play for about an hour, see how far I get with this deck. Clean some quests. So yeah, I haven't really played at all this month, just because wanting to wait for the expansion. I think the new cards are absolutely insane. Never having deck manipulation before in Hearthstone as heavy as this is just going to be crazy. So this is most likely the aggro Demon Hunter. He's highly favored in this matchup, although this is a pretty good start for that. I think we keep them all again, because again we have a good curve here. Bone Chewer is huge in this matchup. Probably actually just coin him out right away, depending on what I draw. If I get the Sharpshooter or Battle Mage, playing those over him, just because coin can be really valuable in these matchups. So, Bone Rings, it's good to hold later. I think we still coin Bone Chewer here. So, see how that goes. I see my cat walking across back area, so we'll see if he decides to visit us. His name's Tyrion, if anyone wants to know. So yeah, Bone Chewer just throws a huge wrench. Oh, yep, here comes Tyrion. He is walking across the monitor right now. Just did a little drive-by. He's now sitting behind the monitor. But yeah, with Bone Chewer out there, this Demon Hunter's probably a little stumped on what to actually do. Hey, buddy. Pretty sure trade here. I don't really want to use Zeph here right now, so I'm going to tap. And just enter in. Tyrion's now lying on my keyboard, so he seems to be in a good mood right now. Ooh. Interesting. So yeah, trade was probably good. Oh, he is taking control of my mouse. I think I just play Animal Companion here. Niche is huge. So That's a pretty good card to have. So this might actually be the like Highlander Demon Hunter. I'm not 100% sure though. Zephyrs doesn't clear, so I think we just frizz for the discounts. And then next turn, we might have to Scavenger Ingenuity into a Zixor or Diving Griffin. So yeah, this is either the Highlander Demon Hunter or the Control Demon Hunter that I've been seeing. After the nerfs, Aggro Demon Hunter hurt him pretty hard. So I don't really know all the cards that might be in this deck, but I know they run the 4 legendary that has 12/12. It's dormant. Just remember, we always have Zeph as a escape if we really need it. Yeah. See, he's gonna clear that with his face. He didn't really build his board anymore. I want to get to the 4 mana, because then I can swipe. That would be pretty good. I think I just Bone Wraith, because that will force this to trade into it. And that will prep Zeph a little better, and then I just play the Battle Mage. Like I said, I don't really know this matchup that well, just because this isn't the aggro Demon Hunter. And that's all I really played against in Tespa was the aggro Demon Hunters. Playing against Caleb. Don't know who that is at all. Whew. Yeah, I don't know what this deck could be. I mean, Zeph next turn's gonna be great. I think I can force Fan of Knives, most likely. Fan of Knives is huge here. Then into an Alex next turn. I might have wanted to play the tracking first to completely force the Fan of Knives. I'd still give it. Except Holy Nova is even better in my mind. Because I get that 2 healing. So I think we save the Alex for a turn just because getting basically a vanilla 8/8 doesn't get us anything. Whereas we can do Scavenger Ingenuity into either a Diving Griffin or a Zixor. And then when we play Alex on, say, turn 9, we can play both of the 1-drops. And it's basically like old Alex. Wow. This might be the... Is this the, like, original, like, multi-minion ones? Although Unleash the Hounds would be pretty good. I think we still Scavenger, because then we don't burn whatever they were. Hounds would have been really good here. Although I think we just take the Primordial Drake, because we're playing Diving Griffin here. I'm gonna take the Alex. I'm gonna hit the 2-1 just for less damage face, and it forces him to trade more. Because if I hit the 1-1, he can just hero power kill it with his face still. Ooh, that might be game. Yeah, twin slice. So what's that? 5, 6, 10. So I have 2 health. If he punches everything face. Alright, I have 3 health. I basically have to Alex here. Hope I get another Alex. I don't think Deathwing saves us here. I think I still die, but I kind of have to play it. There's so many things that he just kills me with. Well, I'm still alive, it looks like. Big ol' whelp. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright. Yeah, that... I don't know what that Demon Hunter deck was. That's the one thing when you're playing in competition, being able to know what your opponent has, kind of play around it, is huge. Because you can plan ahead. Whereas in ladder, you're kind of guessing what they have, and you don't know like what they've teched. So this is most likely the Highlander mage. Transfer student loves us. Get rid of that. I don't see us needing hounds until late phase, when Highlander mage kind of has those big boards. So they won't really have heavy minions early. Easiest end turn button in my life. But if we just stick minions onto the board, you basically win this matchup. Gotta throw the transfer student down. I do love that animation for transfer student. It's only an epic. Okay, definitely Highlander. I think just the animal companion. Sometimes Hellfire. So this being activated next turn just might as well punch the 2/2 face. I see this in him just pinging my face. Prisoned Overseer is a pretty decent card too. I think even though Bone Wraith will still take the damage, you still just play this here. Oh, Tyrion's decided to sit down on the keyboard and block the lower half of my screen. Hopefully I can get the web camera going eventually so everyone can see Tyrion. Okay, so this isn't Highlander Hunter. I wish I could see my cards right now, Tyrion. So since I do have the brand, I might just start trying to push face. I can see what I got. So, equip weapon. And then tap. And then I'm just gonna punch everything face. Hi, buddy. This might be Spell Mage? I don't know. These are interesting decks I'm seeing right now. Next turn I'm probably just tapping Frizz. So yeah, Frizz, tap, punch face, and next turn Bram, run him in. And he's kind of forced to clear still. He can't Reno until 10, so his only actual healing would be Ice Block. Probably gonna have to move Tyrion since now he's inching closer to the power button. Alright, come on, buddy. And he unplugged my mouse. Yeah. This is interesting. Yeah. 10, 12. He'd need to have a lot of damage. I could still just clear this, in a sense, and then hold for 2. Just play Tiamat, Rush, Wind Fury. I kind of like that better. Clear out the 2 observers. Because again, I'm kind of just waiting now. I don't see him being able to burst me in a sense. Because again, turn 9, I can just burst 10 damage with tap, Ram. If he has double fireball, I'm kind of screwed though. If he does, good for him. That's a little scary. I'm probably dead actually. I think I have to Bram and trade in the 8/8, which sucks. I probably should have just pushed the King Crush face last turn. Then just completely said so. Oh my god. He had a Pyroblast. So yeah, that last turn would have killed me. I'll concede. Although 10... Yeah. Again, these weird decks. Like, I don't know what it is, actually. Like, they're not playing the standard decks. I guess because, again, expansion's coming out tomorrow, so... So this is either Enrage Warrior... or Control Warrior. I hope it's control because we're kind of favored in that matchup. Although Bomb Warrior would suck. Because that just destroys all my Highlander effects. I think I play the transfer student just so I have the lackey and can kind of like plan ahead of time. So yeah, this can give us a 4-2 next turn. We need the rush. I think I'm just going to do this. Give it to the 1-3. Kind of spread the love a little bit on the attack. So yeah, this is most likely Enrage Warrior. So yeah, I want to do this much damage. Again, we're prepping for this Brawn. Next turn will probably be Diving Griffin tap. And then we have a Varanus. We need to clear stuff then this turn after that. I don't see him being able to clear all this without using a decent amount of resources. Although Coin Brawl could be decent here for him. He's hovering that lackey. Yeah, with Warrior you kind of have to beat him before turn 8, or you're kind of just praying at that point. Okay. That would be an easy Diving Griffin. I think it's still Diving Griffin. Tap play. Because we don't want him duplicating this. And then punch that in. Because next turn we can tap and prep for the Brawn. Although trading in the 1-1 might have been decent. Oof. I think just Rottenness Drake. Although this setting their health to 1 means they can't do the Enrage stuff. Which could be really good, which I think is actually the play. Because it sets it to 1, so it's not like they're lowered. So he can't do any of his Enrage abilities on them. Which it looks like that's what he was trying to do. So, Lackey. This is where Hounds can get fun too. When Enrage Warrior just does a ton of stuff out. Although this is looking like a Brawn turn next turn. So charge, he's gonna clear. I mean, it kills his board too. So yeah, this is definitely Enrage Warrior. It would be fun if I end up killing him with Unleash the Hounds. Although this, I'm just sending it face. There's no point in clearing out either of these. He can't get any heavy Enrage effects on him. So now he's got to clear the King Crush. Yeah, that's just game. I'll give him the well played. And there's the concede. So we're at, what is it, 2-2 on this deck? Jumping up to silver. Keep going with this deck for a little bit. I might switch over to Face Hunter just for the fun of it. Face Hunter is apparently a tier 1 deck right now too, which is pretty cool. I've always enjoyed Face Hunter. Sadly, Leroy Jenkins getting Hall of Famed. One of the best cards in Hearthstone. Alright. So Priest. Either Galakron or Highlander, most likely. I want to keep the Brawn, just because Priests tend to be a slow deck. I still need to get stuff out, though, early to become, like, an actual threat. I believe Highlander Hunter's favored in either Priest matchups. Wish I had you last turn. Would have been an easy trade. Alright. Easy weapon equip here. And then I think I actually trade this and do the Two-Face. Keeps more stats on board, and it doesn't set up like a 1 for multiple 1 healths to get hit. Interesting. So we Primordial here. Both of these are really, or all 3 of these, really good. I think we take the Evasive Wire. Although another Varanus, and we do have Hounds, is just good. I think I'm going to go with this. And then we just trade this out. Then we have a Rottenness Drake for next turn, and a Poison. So we're going to start establishing a board. Alright, so he's got 2 Invokes, so that's destroys 2. I think we still Rottenness this and then punch everything face. I think you go Weapon 2. Because again, I don't run a Faceless in this deck. Ooh, that's really good. I think I still play the Evasive Wyvern here. And then just kill it. Kinda have to. Because we don't want that proccing a ton of stuff. I still don't know if this is Highlander. Although if I had to guess, it's not. So I think I play Braum here, and then just... Actually, no. I'm just going to do Rush. Divine Shield. I like that a lot better, because again, keeping his board clear while keeping threats on my board, and I'm prepping for those lethal. So right now I have lethal in hand with my board if he doesn't clear it. So he's kind of forced to play Galakron here if he has it. If not, he's going to have a hard time clearing all of this. So he's just going to use all of his resources, basically. Which is good for us. And then this is what... I kind of like the Scavenger's Ingenuity into Dragonbane tap. Deals 7 face while we can. We'll see what he does. And it gives me another resource in my deck, or hand. So Time Rip, so his Galakron's at 3 now. So this is where I believe we Braum. Punch him in, and you know what? I think we play the Fairy Dragon here, because again, it gives me that extra RNG, because he doesn't have the full Galakron up yet. So he's only destroying 2, so he'd have to invoke with something else. And I'm pretty sure this is Highlander at this point. So he'd need to have his 4th. Oh no, it's just regular Galakron. Okay. Good for him. So, look at this. We have 4 damage face, basically. I believe we do play the Diving Griffin here. And then I think we play the big old whelp. Because this gives us the clear, and then the tap. And punch him in. Have some visual bug right now. He's just going to have -2. Oh, went away. So, renew. He's more or less forced to heal himself here. He just loses. Animal Companion gives us lethal. Although we just have lethal off of hounds. So, that's a GG. Whew. Oh, that was a good game. So now I'm 3-2 with Highlander Hunter. Got the card back. Been playing about 30 minutes, I believe. I'm right on my timing. Up to silver 5. I might just try to get to gold and then change up the decks. We'll see how it's looking. Tyrion is chilling behind the monitor right now, so he's in a pretty good mood. Rainbow. I don't think Rainbow Jack was the last guy I played against. Yeah, no. I'm gonna keep the Battle Mage and the Frizz. Because again, they tend to be slow. So this is a pretty good start, actually. Can you Battle Mage into Felmon to coin Frizz? Having that Frizz on turn 3 is really good. Bone Chewer. I could kill that, but it's such a strong card in this matchup because he can just go infinite. Though I'm thinking I just play the Imprisoned Felmaw. Punch face. This can go off really hard though. Yeah, that's what I was a little worried about. I'm thinking I actually tracking into a dragon here so I can have the Rottenness coin next turn. So I just play this. I was debating whether to tap on that, but he heals up anyway. And I mean, this saved 4 health base. So I'm hoping the Felmaw basically punches face here. It's probably most likely going to be a 50-50. Yeah, because the Felmaw doesn't kill it at this point. He's generated a lot of resources there. This is another really good card. Ooh, and now it has Reborn. This isn't looking too good for me. Alright, I'm hoping the Felmaw hits the Lackey or face. We want it to hit the Lackey. Alright. That's perfect. So now, coin. So he can still generate stuff, which is annoying. But I have 2 heavy hitters on the field now. Make it a little harder, so he's kind of got to deal with them. Or I just kill it. You can see how this matchup's completely different if he's able to get a Velweaver early. Whereas last game I was able to just kill it. And the other player didn't get any value off of it, which is a huge swing. He's thinking pretty hard. So he's probably thinking on how he's going to clear these 2 while keeping his Felmaw still alive. He's probably going to rush this and misplay. He time ripped. Interesting. Does he have a Smite? No. Interesting. So yeah, I'm going to frizz here and kill it. Because I do not want him to generate more value. He's got a full hand. Push that over. He's only invoked once. This is probably another Galakron. I don't think people play Highlander Priest as much. So yeah. Pretty sure I just cleared here. And then, yeah, might as well throw the Zixor. Him silencing it would suck, which he can do. This matchup isn't looking too good for me. He just generated a ton of resources at the start. And here we go again. It's pretty good. I might have to might just Braum here. And there's no point in trading, so killed one of them at least. If I can get rid of that, then he can't really generate spells as much. He can always generate another one off of just Galakron. This card gives so much value to priests, and having both of them is crazy. I kind of want to save the Varanus for a Hounds combo, if possible. Yep, I was expecting the Shadow Word Death. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully he got like Hounds maybe. Or big ol' whelp. Because I really don't want him to have Varanus or the Slam. Okay, so he got Hounds. I might just Varanus here. I want to save Zeph for like absolute need. So yeah, I think we just Varanus tap. So now he can't generate as much. He's got 9 cards in hand, so I believe this one was generated, this one's generated, and this one's generated. So he has 1 that he discovered from Renew and then 2 that are generated. Alright, so he stole the Zigzor. Rip. So that's why I want to save Zeph basically now. Although I might be able to just surprise him with damage. If he doesn't kill this, I think it goes face. Still have a lot of value in my deck. Okay. So gonna Dragon Queen, get the 2/1/1s, play whatever they are probably. I'll take another Dragon Queen. Take another Varanus because this gives me the combo. So this is actually really good. He has Plague now also. I have multiple answers to Zigzor Prime though. I have a lot of the late game cards now that Highlander Hunter uses, so this is going to be an interesting battle at the end. I'm thinking this is a Zeph play here. Kill that. Because if I play Zeph, it should give me that, actually. And this thing gives me the full board. Yep. So now I have a Grand Slam for next turn if I need it. I have Alex for Extreme YOLO, but I always have the Varanus and Hounds combo to clear his board. So he's probably looking for a Plague right now. I don't think he has an exact clear. Okay, so he got a death from that. This is looking like a Grand Slam turn. Alright, Penance. Okay. So yeah, I think I just Grand Slam here. Fill my board up again. Deal 9 damage face. Pretty good card. And the only thing that really clears it is a plague. Alright. So now I just Alex. Maybe I'll discover another Alex. I think I take the Ysera here. Because again, I just need to generate value now. That Plague of Death was RNG. So... Jeez, that's 3 Shadow Word deaths that he's had. So yeah, this is a Varanus. Unleash the Hounds. Sadly, now I don't have a combo for... Although... I can do... some other stuff here. I think I just do this though. And then I think I play the Evasive Worm. Because next turn I have a Ysera Guardian Ogmarch. So now his Galakron has 2 kills. Yeah, Dragon Brain into tap is pretty decent too, if it kills one of those. I want to run this in... Here, actually. 3 damage. Yeah, this dies either way. I think I do that. Tap. He didn't have it, so punch, punch, equip, and punch. I want to save this just because his Galakron only kills 2 right now, and Plague of Death is his only real option out. He can Zigzor, but that doesn't kill everything. So we'll see. And that's a win. So I believe I'm 4-2 now with Highlander Hunter. Not bad. We're on the win streak. Will that put me into gold? Right at silver. 1. I think I'll play one more. See if we can push it into gold. If we do, then I'll switch decks. See how I do. Tyrion's zonked out behind the computer. The queue times do seem to be a little longer than what they usually are. I guess 30 seconds is okay though. So this is most likely either Stealth Rogue or the Gala Rogue, which is basically the same thing. Apparently there's a Highlander Rogue out there now too. I'm thinking Tossbrand. I'm debating on the Explorer and the Stormhammer. It's basically one or the other. I mean, having coin, I can coin Explorer into Stormhammer, or Stormhammer into Explorer. I think I just keep both of them, actually. Got Desert Spear, too. Desert Spear is pretty good in this matchup. Hopefully he's dumb and he punches that face. If he's not, then we know he's a decent player. Because you want to keep it stealth for as long as possible. I think because he's playing it slow, I just play a scavenger here. See what I get. Because I think next turn we just equip Desert Spear. I believe this goes face. He's gonna get a lot of draws if he has Shadow Step. Wow, he had both Greyheart. Alright. I think I have to play the Diamond Griffin here. If I had gotten Zigzor off of the Scavenger, it would have been a lot better. Just because he could have stayed alive. I think I tracking here just to prep. I'm gonna take the Grand Slam just for the late game. Although we might not get to the late game with how this game's looking. Might need to top deck that Rottenness Drake. Which isn't looking too good. Now you're incident with the taunt. Unleash the Hounds kills it. If I run face in and everything. I think I play coin here. And I see what I get from Animal Companion. Alright, yeah, definitely. And I think I just run this face, because it doesn't really matter. He has a lot of cards in hand. The good thing about Highlander is Flick isn't as effective. Alright. I think I do this. Then ping that one, kill this. I'm probably dead. Just a easy double eviscerate kills me. He's drawn almost half his deck. And then yeah, eviscerate tap kills me too. Does he not have the eviscerate? He does. Oh, no? Okay, yeah, there's no getting out on that one. That's a well fought. So what is that? 4 and 3. We gotta end on a winning note for the first video. So, gotta win this, right? See, I don't know why it says wait time 3 minutes. Like, I don't think it will ever get up to that point. It was a 15-second queue time. Alright. So most likely it's aggro, but who knows? Because apparently people are just running anything. day before meta shift. I'm gonna get rid of the slam. Keep the other two. That's a really nice curve into Demon Hunter. So 4 and 3. So if we win, we'll go 5 and 3. If we lose, it's 4 and 4. Either way, shows how the rank system works for someone that's hit legend before, where even with a 50% win rate, you'll jump up basically to whole leagues from bronze to gold. So easy start with Battle Mage. We'll see what he does. This might be a Felmaw actually over Dragon, if he doesn't play anything. I'd rather have the Felmaw and just clear it. So yeah, this is looking like an actual aggro Demon Hunter. So if we just survive and go through his resources, we win. So we're now playing Control Highlander Hunter. Although if we just get a board stabilized, we basically just trade however. I think I play the transfer student here. Just keep my dormants lined up. Especially 3 damage to 2 random enemy minions. Against aggro Demon Hunter, that's huge. And next turn we'll have the Felmaw going. So the Felmaw kills this, and we'll stay alive. I kind of want the Felmaw to hit this. I just can't have the Felmaw going face. It needs to clear these other things. Alright, 50-50. Hey! That's what we wanted. And then Stormhammer. Easy kill. So next turn it's looking like Primordial Drake and then Fairy Dragon. Because this will kill, most likely, 2 of his enemy minions. I don't see him playing anything insane. And then we just completely have stabilized the board while clearing his. Okay, so we're hoping it hits this. So we got the 66% chance. Hey. I'm actually thinking we Fairy Dragon, Sharpshooter, kill this, then we deal 3 damage face. Because again, our Demon Hunter can burst pretty hard if it has the right combos. So once you get down to like 15 health, you start to get a little scared. Although with his mana he's at now, not completely. But it's fine, we got the Explorer. Transfer Student coming in clutch in this game. Both of our dormants hitting what we actually needed hit. Escaped Mana Saver. So yeah, play this, see what we get. Alex could be helpful, but it's a little slow. I feel like he's gonna end up killing this turn, so I'd rather have another dragon just to keep this alive. And then we just send everything face. Because now he's kind of getting scared. If we have Brawn, then he knows he's in trouble. But Bone Wraith, then we're basically saying if he gets Kane or not. Because next turn we have Bone Wraith Fairy Dragon, even if he kills my Primordial. I was running Escaped Mana Saber in this Highlander deck, but I didn't like how it was proccing my Scavenger Ingenuity. Because it's better just to get the rushes in. Because that was the thing, if you got Diving Griffin or the Scavenger Ingenuity, you knew you were drawing Zigzor. And then if Zigzor's dead, you knew you're drawing the other rush. That's why I kind of got rid of Faceless too. So this is where I do this, play this, then we do this, then we just clear his 1/1s. And I don't see him really being able to deal damage to us unless he has Kane. Because the top deck, Brawn just gives us the win, or Zeph. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, we're in that though scary area with health. And he had Kane. The one thing I said we should be afraid of.
Is it cold in the shadows?
So this is what I find a little weird. We need to kill the Kane. Although he's knowing, like, if I draw Brawn, then it's just a win. Yeah, so he just played around the Brawn. So I definitely do this. Play the Frizz. So this is the thing. This essentially has 3 hits. Oh, I just lose. Because he can just punch his face into that. 4 or 5 trades into that. 3 into that. 6 face. So yeah, that's a well played. Well, it went 4 and 4. Not bad. Get him back into it. Other than that, I think that was the first good showing, so hope everyone has a good day. Again, if you have any questions for me, just leave it in the comment section down below. Have a great day.